Hi, friends. I am making a recording for you all for the cross quarters time. So, this is a time when we are midway between the, uh, the the start of spring and the end of spring. And as we move through this midway point, we begin to approach summer. At this moment, it's really important for us to both be patient with ourselves and also to learn how to lighten our load. And one of the easiest ways to lighten our load is through forgiveness. So I'm creating this little forgiveness meditation for you all to help you lighten your load, to help you move towards summer with a more easeful heart, and to also connect to the guides, the nourishment, the resources that you have that are supporting you in transforming, alchemizing the challenges of your past uh, as you move towards who you want to become and how you want to blossom in the spring and or the second half of the spring and the summer. And this is a time when it's really important for us to also lean on the earth, and to give thanks to the earth because without her, we're not able to grow in the ways that we want to. And it is through our relationship with her that we will grow into who we want to become. So it's important for us to remain in a good connection with her, to be very mindful of this relationship with her, because how we step forward, how we blossom in the upcoming months is directly dependent upon this relationship. So I'd like you to just get comfortable, however that feels good to you. If you'd like, you can lie down. You can close your eyes. You can be sitting up, but be in a position where it's easy for you to stay engaged and to hear the sound of my voice and to stay awake. And I'd like you just to begin to create awareness of your breath. You can notice your inhale and notice your exhale. Notice the quality of it. Notice whether you're inhaling through your nose or your mouth, whether you're exhaling through your nose or your mouth. And then notice where that breath is going. Is it hovering in your upper chest? Is it getting all the way down to your diaphragm, your rib cage, your lower chest? Are you bringing that breath into your belly? Or do you feel the breath moving throughout your whole body? Just create some awareness on where you're feeling your cycle of breath. And if you're able to, and if it feels good, I'd like you to begin to exhale through your mouth. And if you'd like, you can gently loosen the jaw and allow your mouth to open and feel the air moving over your tongue. And with each exhale, you can let that breath elongate. And see if each exhale can become slightly longer than the exhale before. Keeping it within a range of comfort. And we're going to go on a journey to a place that can be in this universe or another universe. It can be somewhere in the real world or the imaginal realm. Somewhere that feels like it is the place and the energetic blueprint where your particular soul goes to be restored. This is like your place where you can plug into the universe to remember everything you have to remember, to clear out any energy blockages, and to receive any new information that can help you on your path. This place may look like somewhere in the natural environment, or it may look like somewhere you've never seen before. Allow yourself to land here and orient. Take a moment to look around and remember this place is your home. And remember, in this place, you feel understood. There's nothing you have to do to explain yourself. And all the energy and material of this realm can communicate with you telepathically. In this realm, things can also change based on how your needs and you as an individual change in a given moment. So just take a moment to allow yourself to be comfortable in this realm. It's a place that's just for you. And you can have anything you need or desire that would support you here. There is an infinity of resources here for you. And here you can also go as fast or as slow as you would like. There's no sense of a timeline that clicks away outside of you. Instead, there's only the time of you and your body. Now from here, with all the support in the universe, we are going to do an exercise to support you in lightening your load. We are going to do an exercise that's going to support you in releasing any energetic baggage that is no longer meant for you and that is holding you back from growing into your full self. And the beings and the materials in this space are going to support you in this journey. And you have complete control over the time and the pacing at which we move. Only you know the pace that is right for you. And you can listen to this recording as many times as you want and repeat this process as many times as you want, knowing that each time will be different and each time you'll receive new information. I'd like you in your mind's eye, in this place, your sanctuary, to call an image of someone who has harmed you. If you would like to start small, it can be a small harm. Or if you're feeling resourced and equipped, it can be a deep wound. And I'd like you to see this being at a distance, almost as though you've called them up on a screen in front of you. From this place, they cannot harm you. They cannot have an impact on you. They're simply a projection of your mind's eye. And as you observe this projection while you're in your sacred place, I'd like you to notice what you feel in your body. I'd like you to notice any stories that come to your mind. And just witness them. And then in this sacred place, I'd like you to imagine that you're either standing or sitting upright, and that there's a field of energy that circles from the earth through your spinal column back to the sky. It's just like a channel that moves energy through you from the earth to the sky. And you can maintain focus and awareness on this individual, and then just open another channel that comes from the earth, from the sky, moves through your spinal channel and goes to the earth. So you have two channels moving in opposite directions, connecting you to sky and earth. And these channels flow like energy currents or water. They're continuous, they're moving. And look at this projection again while you have these energy currents moving through you. And just notice what you feel. And notice if you feel any differently as you look at this person. And now, with the support of the earth and the star beings flowing through you, moving your currents of energy, I'd like you to begin to look at the projection of this individual in a three-dimensional way. With your divine intelligence coming from the earth and the stars, the screen 2D projection becomes a 3D hologram, and you are able to walk around this individual and see them as a three-dimensional being. I'd like you to notice What strikes your awareness as you observe them in this way? Maybe you see their aura. Maybe you see their pain. Maybe you see their confusion, their vulnerability, their desire to be loved. And just come back now to where you're facing them directly. And consider what you have learned from the challenge of your experience with this individual. Consider how there's something that the experience has taught you that was very important on your journey. And take notice of that. And give gratitude to that. And take special notice if there's anything that they taught you about how you would like to show up differently in the world. Without shame or judgment for yourself, just a noticing if there's anything that you would like to do a little bit differently moving forward. And log that in your mind and in your body. And if there's any part of you that feels like you owe this person an apology, you can say that with your energy to them right now. That might not be the case, but if it is, you can make space for yourself to do that right now. And now I'd like you to thank this individual for the role they played as this projection in your life. As cosmic, eternal spirits, we take on different roles so that we can learn things and that we can help teach others. Some of these roles are challenging and unpleasant, and some of them are joyful and full of ease. And if this person caused you a great experience of harm or challenge, they chose to take on a challenging role. And so we just want to thank them for that. Thanks for teaching us about ourselves. That path is a difficult one. And so we honor them. And we honor ourselves for learning what we needed to learn in this experience so that we do not need to complete this cycle again. The teaching has come to closure. And so we thank ourselves for awakening and hearing the lesson that was meant for us. We take a deep breath, a sigh of relief, knowing that this particular type of suffering, in this particular type of way, we don't have to repeat again. And if it feels good to you, if you want, you can do something as a gesture to create closure to your relationship to this person. You might want to give them a hug as a way of saying thank you. You might want to release them from this role in your life. You might want to tear up the sacred contract between the two of you, or do a gesture where you pull out any remaining threads of connection that entangle you to this particular narrative. Whatever feels like the right way to bring closure and completion to this particular scene that has been set up between you two. It is now complete. And if you come into contact with one another again, it will be in a new way with new scripts. And if it's not meant for you two to come back into contact again, the cycle has completed. And that is also beautiful. And if you check in with yourself, and there's a component of this work that has been completed today, but there's a component that still feels sticky, you can just acknowledge that with yourself. Something has moved, and some work remains to be done. And that's wonderful too. And so when you're ready, we will see this person's higher self. And then we see the three-dimensional perspective and projection. And then we see the two-dimensional perspective and projection. And then we see all three of them dissolve into the ether. This exercise on forgiveness is now complete. And you can take a moment to check in with your own body in this supportive realm that you're visiting, in your cosmic home and power place, and return to noticing your breath. And return to noticing your body. And see if anything's changed from when we began this exercise. Bring your awareness again to that energy cycle that moves from the earth through your spine to the sky. And this time we're going to create it into a circle. It's going to move from the earth through your spine to the sky, and then move out about the length of your arm and go back down into the earth. Continuing that cycle. And then on the other side, you're going to have energy that goes to the earth, through the sky, down the spine. To the earth, then the sky, and down the spine. So you'll have two circles moving simultaneously. And And just allow these circles of energy to wash through you. To clear out any residue from this experience that might be remaining. And to nourish you, to provide you with energy, an infinity of energy that is available to you at any time. And when you feel complete and fully resourced, look around in your power place and take a moment to think, is there anything that would help me to feel more wonderful right now? And allow your power place to provide that for you. If you would like to be held, if you would like to pet a furry animal, if you would like to have some amazing sex, whatever it is, allow your imagination to tell you what would feel really good right now. And deliver that. Let the universe deliver it for you in this space. You are doing sacred work by participating in the practice of forgiveness. By participating in the practice of forgiveness, you stop the train of trauma from spreading mindlessly throughout our society and our culture. You stop being a carrier, an unconscious carrier for trauma, and instead you become an alchemist. You become the earthworms. And you work in collaboration with all that is in service of the life force. And that is sacred work. So we honor you for showing up, for doing this meditation, and for having curiosity and strength to examine yourself and to release the energies that are interfering with you stepping into your full power. When you're ready, you can complete whatever that healing experience was for you. And allow yourself to teleport back to the three-dimensional realm, to your physical body. If you'd like, you can pat yourself. You can create touch on your legs, your hips, your torso, your face. And then you can come back to join me. And I congratulate you on your work. I wish you a beautiful blossoming for the remainder of spring as we move towards this wonderful time of flourishing into our full potential.